But I can also imagine that, let's say someone's a farmer listening to this, or an entrepreneur that wants to go into farming, they might be overwhelmed with everything that we just went through. Can you tell us how would it work on the simplest, like, day-to-day operational style? Like, would it be recording it by phone, or would it be writing it per email and sending it, or would it be like a special program or an app where you would upload it to the blockchain? Or what are thoughts there? Because you know that some of the bigger problems might be that you would have to educate a lot of people on something new, and everything where something new is introduced, there's friction there, because one type of person says, yay, new things, and the other type of person says, like, oh no, let's just stick to the old version where we don't have to do anything new, right? Can you speak a little bit about that, like how it gets implemented on a day-to-day basis?
So for farmers, what we have is an app. It's called Field Notes, and there's an entry menu, and they can decide what they are going to record that day. So if you're in a field and you've got like a stream and some hedgerows and some cattle, you just pick what it is that you're going to take a record of, and you use images, text, you can record your voice, and those notes, field notes, are recorded and timestamped and geolocated. And then they are available to you, only to you. You get to decide what to do with those. We're still in a development phase, so we're in this process of co-creating with farmers. What are those valuable records? So they have their own records. It's important for them. They can NFT their field notes at the end of the year. They can sell it, trade it, whatever. They could do that. And then that becomes like a public record of what they have done, which they personally can sell if they want to. Other aspects are if we can join together with other local farmers about localized hedgerow management, and if we can year on year gather that information, you can see that real-time information through time becomes far more valuable, not just to that single farmer as a participant, as a data recorder, as a field note taker or field worker, let's say, but it becomes really important whether to a food brand like the Co-op, Tipperary Co-op, which trades a lot in milk and dairy products, dried milk, cheese, that kind of stuff, for export. So, the value of those kind of the deep transparency into the supply chain for the export market, where Irish dairy product is premium, partly because it's a European product, but also because Irish dairy produce is recognized as very high quality. So the value to that into the consumer market and distant markets is as yet not fully realized. We can't, we at the moment are not yet meeting, for example, consumer expectations in China around really deep transparency, food sourced in beef and that kind of thing. You can click on the link and look at the cows in a shed, you can real-time videos. So it not in every case, but in many cases, Agriculture 4.0 is about profound real-time transparency. The business models in China, through digital transformation, are much recognized to be much shorter than I think even in Europe we have kind of caught up to. At the beginning of the year, I would have said a sort of business model was 3 to 5 years. Now, 6 or 7 months later or 8 months later, I'm 3 years is probably quite long. So we are sticking with lightweight, ubiquitous computing as the interface. We're not waiting for broadband to roll out. We are looking at 5G, 4G, 5G, mobile data connectivity, very lightweight, very light wallets on mobile phones. And we are iterating with farmers new types of data products that can be aggregated, modularized, aggregated, and hopefully at some point become so vital to the European food industry that we will be doing that for all farmers across Europe.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.